I grew up knowing I'm good at math. I'm science. I'm definitely interested in that. And I knew that just in my personal life, I like to explore and I like to get out there. So if there's a friend that's you want to push them to go on a roller coaster, or you want to go skydiving or rock climbing or anything like that, I'm really spontaneous.
Welcome back to Hype's She Is Me college interview series. In this segment, we talk to Carissma about how she developed an interest in astrophysics, why she chose an HBCU coming from a predominantly white background, and her experience with the Karsh STEM Scholars program.
Yeah, cool. Let's go backtrack a little bit. Do you remember when you kind of started to develop an interest in physics, computer science, and math, or even STEM in general? Like, how early on was that, and how did those interests develop over time to where you are today?
The job that I'm actually working with now with NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory, their division in astrophysics, I didn't know that astrophysics was a job that you can do until I was 16. So I didn't know that was even a job that was out there. And I grew up knowing I'm good at math. I'm science. I'm definitely interested in that. And I knew that just in my personal life, I like to explore and I like to get out there. So if there's a friend that's you want to push them to go on a roller coaster, or you want to go skydiving or rock climbing or anything like that, I'm really spontaneous. And so I know that just pushing the envelope of what's possible and like pushing just exploring and exploration, that knowing what's out there, I really being able to like I just love that type of stuff. And so knowing that astrophysics is a job and knowing that and being able to find people that look like me in those spaces and seeing their paths and what they were able to do, that really made it seem possible, made it seem like something that I could follow through with. And I'm now in a program at my university where I'm committed to a PhD or among 30 other students in my cohort, where we commit to a PhD. We signed off freshman year. And if we don't get the PhD by 2035, then we pay all the money back. So,
Oh, wow. That's an important commitment. Wow.
yeah.
Is that the Karsh STEM Scholars program?
Yes, that's the Karsh STEM program.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, can you talk a little bit more about that program? Did you find out about it before you applied to Howard? And what has your experience been in that program?
Simply put, the Karsh program believes that education, expertise, and research in STEM fields, they define the future. And we're really proud to be able to have Howard attract and support the best and brightest students in this program. Every year, this program gets better and better, and it inspires and attracts students from students to an HBCU from all over the U.S. And it kind of like ties into my journey into choosing a historically Black college and university for me as an African American student going to school. I have a predominantly white background where I go to school and where I frequent, and I'm not a legacy in the HBCU realm, so I chose to go to an HBCU very late in the game, kind of like my senior year, and this program, actually, we had to apply. We had to apply like closer to the winter time, but we had to go to a selection weekend early in like April before like college decisions. Like we finalized our college decisions and everything. And I actually got to go in and see everyone else who was like a finalist for the program in April, and to see all the faces and brighten students that look like me before we officially like decided that we're going to go into Howard University and continue as a finalist for the scholarship program. And that the weekend, all of that kind of shaped, like I was like, okay, I'm going here. I'm going to a historically Black college institution and I'm studying STEM there. Because I mean, you can study STEM anywhere, but the experience and what I've gained from this and just being able to reach my full potential with people that look like me has, like, I can't even define it. It's really just been such an amazing experience. We're now the Karsh STEM Scholars Program because last year we received about a $10 million donation from Bruce Karsh and his team and organization, just based on how the amazing things our program has done in 3 years.
Wow.
And I can't wait to see where it's going. We just had our last cohort for the K4s, the fourth cohort. They all did their stuff virtually this year. And so it was very different, but even at like within the next cohort, we've just seen so many talented and impressive students, and they're doing well in their virtual semesters right now. They're doing very well.
Wow, that's incredible to hear too for like such a new program that you are only the third cohort and there's just such incredible talent and like it sounds like even mentorship between the different cohorts. I know you mentioned seeing